scripts and things like that we have now. But, you know, what do you think has gotten you the farthest as far as growing as a person? I mean, I know that time does, but growing as a person over these years and, you know, still like trucking at it, even though it wasn't the fastest journey.
Yep. Okay. And I want y'all to know that, like, I don't have any notes prep. This is just real, raw information from you live. I had to switch me back to the host so I could record it. So I think, listen, this is network marketing. It takes thick skin. And me being a yellow leader, that was hard on me at the beginning, because when I got started, you know, you deal with a lot of people who don't understand, you know, oh, well, why are you doing that? Or, you know, isn't that a pyramid scheme? You deal with it a lot. And at the beginning, it kind of affected me. Like, I was, you know, like, it used to hurt my feelings. And now, like, I don't even blink my eye at it anymore. So I think the confidence comes, okay? So you have to get so confident in what you have your hands on that, like, you don't hear people in their negative opinions. Or, you know, you guys, it takes 24 people to go diamond, and I have 3 people here still with me for my diamond chart. 3 people. Guess what? Sorry, there's like a really wild storm outside. All 3 people who didn't give up, they're all diamonds now. Every single person who did not leave my business is a diamond. The other 21 people, they're gone. Okay. So you have to understand that it's consistency, it's patience, and that is and confidence. Those are the biggest things you need to understand. So many people come in and they have this 2 to 6 month goal, and they want to go Ruby, and they don't get a bonus. You guys, the compensation plan, just like Pam Souter says, outweighs any bonus you can get. The bonus is done. Like, you get it paid for 2 years. Like, I don't want to be recognized as a top leader in business because of the bonus I got. You know what I mean? I want to be recognized for, like I said, you have to lead your team. And I think so many people, when they get signed up, they're like, I got to get distributors. I got to get distributors. I got distributors. How are you going to lead those distributors? You know what I mean? Like, you have to know how to be a leader, and that's something you have to develop. So get educated with network marketing. Get a good network marketing book. Get on YouTube. You know, I kind of forget what you asked me, but I just got so confident in what I had my hands on that I felt like nothing was going to stop me from me. And you, like, your why has got to be so strong that you keep going when a Ruby leg quits. You keep going when, you know, you get ignored. You keep going when you post a status and you don't get the comments and the likes that you want on it. Okay. This business is mental, and you have to get out of that and realize that what you're fighting for is so much bigger than, hey, you know, I'll give this for a year to see if I can climb in. No, get that out of your head, because you guys, this compensation plan and this business is set out to have thousands and thousands, 10,000s plus ambassadors. There's less than 200. There's less than 200 ambassadors, you guys. And see people from our team who've been in for under 2 years come in and get in the top 200. That's unheard of, because your income in network marketing is effort-based, you guys. It's not how long you've been in. Look at Alyssa Billiou. She's about to hit triple diamond on her 2.0 account. If that doesn't, like, that inspires the hell out of me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not how many people you know or anything. It's your income, or I mean, it's your effort. And I promise you that you're going to have people who quit on you that has nothing to do with you and your leadership. You got to get prepared for it. People are going to jump ship all the time. And that's just a part of it, because they're not strong enough for this business. They don't have the consistency that it takes to, you know, diamond, big deal. And, you know, whether you're sitting at distributor, executive, or Ruby, own that. Quit comparing yourselves to people, because, you know, if I would have compared myself to Tiffany and Megan, those, you know, they went diamond in 1 month and 2 months. It took me a year. But that whole year, I just remembered, like, how good it would feel to have my picture next to a diamond for a promotion. And I just went to bed every night, and that energy, you know, it got in my brain, and my brain had to figure out a way to make it happen.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I just love everything that you said. And I, like, remember me sitting at Emerald. I had just hit Emerald, I believe, and I messaged you, and I was scared to death to message you. I was like 4 months into, or not even 4 months into this business, 3 months into the business, and I was like, oh, you know, how do you keep from, like, looking to the left and looking to the right and, like, comparing yourself to people? And I was like, I feel like I'm getting so caught up on that. And, you know, I love to be raw and real with my team and say, you know, I went through that. it's okay to go through that, but you've got to know that you can overcome that. When you overcome that, that's when you push strong for yourself, for your family, for your own team. So I just love everything that you said about that. So, people are wondering, this is a question that I got from my team. You're a double diamond. What does your day look like? I know that you stay at home with your son, but what exactly does your day look like to make sure that, you've been a double diamond for a long time, and maintaining is obviously something that my team is concerned about. Mm-hmm. And, we're just curious, like, what your day looks like every day.
Okay. So I have 3 things that keep me focused and organized. Number 1, and I can email these to you. You can email them to your team. Listen, you guys, when you do follow-ups, you shouldn't be scrolling in your phone to find people. You shouldn't be scrolling for PDT in your inbox, because that's what I used to do, okay? You have to stay organized, because I can tell you right now, I have a list, and I'll email these to you. They literally are amazing. Potential distributors, potential loyal customers, current loyal customers, because you want to have a list. When you get this list of people in front of you and you get 75 to 100 names, you're like, wow, like that's a lot of people who have a dream in their heart. And so I have a list of potentials that I follow up with every day. Number 2, you got to have a dream board in front of you. So every single day I come in my office, and I used to have my office on that side, and it had all of these pretty home decors on the wall. And I was like, nope, I need my dream board in front of me. So I turned it around. I have a bunch of stuff right in front of me, because that's what I want to focus on every day. So, 3 years ago, my dream board literally said to have my bills on auto pay. I want to be reminded of that. I had half your bills on auto pay. I have my old card. That was my government assistance card. And now my dream board says to take care of my parents' retirement. I'm 26 years old. Like, that's not normal, okay? So you got to wake up every day, and you got to fill your cup. And what I mean by that is, how are you going to go build your business? How are you going to go follow up with your customers? How are you going to go inspire your team if your cup's not filled? So my favorite things to do to like really get my day going, I have to start my day off with God every single day, whether that's reading a scripture. I read a devotional every day. I love to listen to Joel Osteen or Joyce Meyer. You can like watch them on YouTube, or I have them like recorded on my DVR on my Comcast. And you have to have your vision in front of you, because if you wake up every day and you don't know, is everyone muted on here? Do you hear that noise? Okay, I keep hearing like a thumping sound. You got to have a clear vision of where you're going, because if you wake up every day and you're just like farting around, like how are you going to fill out that Ruby chart? How are you going to, hit these goals? So I physically stare at this every day. Every single morning I come in here and I have all of my debt, credit card debt staring at me, okay? I have my goals. I have my presidential chart. I have a check written out to me on how much I want to make, and I visually say these things out loud. So I'm really big on positive affirmations, just speaking life into what you want. It's physically how God made us. When you're filling your brain constantly with what you want, like I watched Tony Robbins, Not Your Guru, and he said, every single day he woke up and he went on a run and he said, I'm unstoppable, I'm unstoppable, I'm unstoppable. Like, what do you think that did to his mind 3 months after doing that? He felt unstoppable. Like, this is real. Like, I have chills talking right now, because this is how I feel. This is my heart, because you are not going to get to that next level. You're not going to fill out your steps to success if you don't believe it in your heart. You got to remember why you're doing what you're doing. So every single day, fill your cup, whether that's with God, exercise, just those small little things are gonna play out how your day goes. So when I read my devotional in the morning, I can handle the negativity that comes my way. I can handle the setbacks. I can handle how my day is going to get tossed and turned, and just being organized. Because if you are not growing, and we'll get into that, but I have power hours growing my network. I'm always adding people, because if you're not adding people, who are you going to post to? Who are you going to message? Who are you going to talk to? So adding, following up, talking to my team, having a potential list, having a vision board, my steps to success, and that's all I have, and a calendar.
I love that. Okay. I have to add, like, I'm the least organized person like on the face of the earth. And do you feel like it took you a while to get organized? Do you feel like you had to have a few bumps in the road to get organized? Because I did. I had to like fall on my face and like almost lose a rank because I wasn't organized.
Mhm.
So like, you know, it takes time. And I feel like, you know, every single person needs to know or figure out like what works for them. Like I saw that you had papers in front of you, and I'm kind of like an old textbook person. Like I like to have papers in front of me, but here lately I've been doing like Trello, which is like an app. And, you know, I tell my team, like, I might not have a bit of green in me, but I have to make myself, because, you know, that's part of my business. That's part of keeping up with things.
Mhm.
But I love that. I love that. All right. So have another question for you. You know, a lot of my team has trouble with messaging, and you know, we talk about messaging people. I don't like to call it cold messaging, because I tell everybody that you need to have a relationship with somebody before you message them. Whatever it is, maybe interacting on Facebook or interacting on Instagram, whatever it is. But what exactly do you send them? I know that you're a yellow leader, and I'm very upfront, and we're a little bit different. But like, you know, I'm just wondering, like, what exactly do you send in that first initial message?
Okay, two things. I'm very, very big on traction marketing. Okay. I want people to come to my page and know, wow, like she loves God. She's passionate about her faith. She loves her fiance. She loves her son. You know, she's at the pool. She's getting $100 bonus. Like, why is she always talking about these wraps? You know, she's drinking her. I want people to know, like, I'm not a salesperson. I want them to be like so intrigued with my life and what I do. And I'm not saying make your life look fake, but I'm saying like, if you're not passionate about your products, like, you know, it's just like, okay, if you're going to go get a job at Sephora, like, are you going to use Sephora makeup and get excited about it? Like, I know when I go in Sephora and I have the person putting everything on my face, I'm like, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Cause they're excited. They're passionate. They're showing me how everything works. So, you know, to me, I'm so pumped every day to like, I want to go live every day and make my shake. I want to go live when I'm rapping. I want to go live when I'm drinking my greens, you know, talking about my weight loss. Like, I'm so pumped up about these products because they're working and my lifestyle is healthy and I want to tell everyone about them. So number one, like, get a routine with the products, because you can't just post for the motions. You have to post because you want to attract people. And this is going to lead into messaging. So people need to, like, I don't want to say your Instagram has to look like a blogger or anything like that, but your pictures need to be clean. You know, like even when like I have like other companies follow me, like Younique, and I see their page is like literally graphic mascara, I'm like, girl, no. But there's girls I follow who are from other direct sales companies, but they're so passionate about their products and they're so passionate about staying home with their kids or whatever. And I'm like glued to their life. I love them. People have to fall in love with you before they fall in love with your business. Okay. I want people to fall in love with my posts, with my life. So number one, when I go to message them, they're going to immediately look at my profile, and I don't want them to see join my team, rap. I want them to see my life. My life is not It Works. Okay. My life is my life, and It Works is my business. And I work it in my lifestyle. So I'm very, very big on cold messaging, or not cold messaging. Sorry, wrong word, warm messaging. That's how I sign, you know, probably 7 to 10 out of my distributors. And I average probably 3 to 5 distributors a month. I'm not a mass enroller, but I'm a steps to success girl. And I own that. I'm proud of that. So,
Quality.
oh my gosh, so much quality. And it's overwhelming when you enroll 10 plus more. It's kind of too much for me. So Instagram and Facebook, they're both huge, amazing tools. I'm sure, you know, we could dig deep and go into how to find people, but Instagram, my favorite way to message, as I am always posting opportunity posts. Okay. It's pictures of me and my son, selfies of me and my fiance. And I'm posting something and it's not copied and pasted. Okay. Like can I tell you a story real quick? I have had about 5 people who have quit the It Works business, not in my downline, reach out to me and say, I want to order product from you because you're about the only It Works person I follow now, because you don't copy and paste. Or, you know what? I see you going for triple diamond, and I just want to let you know that I haven't unfollowed you because you're so genuine about your posts and you don't copy and paste everything. Literally 5 people not in my downline have signed up with customers as me because I'm a real person. I'm not a robot. Just because an ambassador posts it doesn't mean you have to copy and paste it. Okay. I'm seriously so sick of it. Just stop it, okay? Like, be a real person. And I'm not saying it's bad. I've copied and pasted, but I tweak it and I make it into my life, and I'm not posting it the same day because Facebook doesn't like when you copy and paste. They have algorithms, and they're going to be like, girl, use your own words. You know what I mean? So I inspire people because my genuineness. So same thing when they come to my page, I don't want them to see copied and pasted posts, because if you have 5 potentials following you, are you going to be the one that sticks out, or are you going to be the It Works girl who they've seen that status 6 or 7 times? Okay. So you got to stick out to people. So when you message them, you got to be so confident. I'm confident in my message. So it's something like, depending on who they are, like, hey girl, I had to message you. I think you'd kill the business I do. For the past 3 years, I've been teaching women how to make part-time and full-time incomes from social media. I throw in that I've been doing this for 3 years, because some people will think that I'm like an internet scammer or that it's too good to be true. So my messages are short and simple, but they're confident. I'm not like, hey girl, you want to join my It Works team? I don't say that. I would never want anyone approaching me like that. So I'm confident. You got to have that confidence in there. And I want to stress that. And then I don't cold message for loyal customers. I average probably 5 to 10 loyal customers a month, and I've never cold messaged. It's not my thing. And like I said, attraction marketing, get people to get people attracted to your post. Okay. And the way you're going to do that is by doing you and being excited about the products, not copying and pasting product testers every day. Because I get annoyed, and I'm an It Works distributor. I get annoyed when I log on my Facebook and I see the same status 3 times. I'm like, gosh, knock it out. So I've never cold messaged for loyal customers, but warm message all day long. And I literally can probably get 10 messages out in a half an hour, 20 minutes when I'm having my power hour. And I'm like, okay, now I can go do whatever I need to do today because I got my work in.
Right. I love like everything that you just said. Like, I feel like that was speaking so much life into like every single one of us. Like, I think that every single one of us needed to hear that, because it is so easy when you're having a hard day, or when you feel like you don't have time to write out like a heartfelt, post, because you feel like, gosh, only 2 people are going to like that anyway. But people are watching. Can we just talk about like how you plan out your post, if you do plan out your posts? Because I know that some of us, I know a lot of people on here work full time, or they have, school or things like that. Like, how do you, I know that you have a power hour, but like, how do you set aside like how you're feeling? And like, if you do schedule posts, like, how do you do that?
I've never scheduled posts because I'm very, how do I word this? I'm very big on like time management. So my mom owns a consignment store, and sometimes I have to pick up the slack at her store. So sometimes I do go and work for her and help her, her and my sister's boutique out. And those days that I'm gone for 10 hours, I wake up 30 minutes earlier so I can get a couple messages out. When I go to the bathroom at work, I'm voice messaging while I'm peeing. When I'm driving, I'm not on my phone, but I'm sending voice messages, obviously driving, looking at the road. I'm very good with timing. So, when you have to work, you have to remember that what you're doing, everything you're doing right now is this is your steps to success in October. Your messages right now, that's your steps to success in August, September, and October. So if you're not planning, you're not going to have anything reaping. You always have to be sowing so you can be reaping all year long. It's okay to have a slow week or a slow month, but it's not okay to have consistency of that. So you got to be very smart with your time. And I'm telling you, it's not 8 hours a day glued to your phone. Like when my fiance gets home, my phone goes in my room for 2 hours. I need family time. We have to eat dinner. We got to play, go on walks. When he goes to bed, game on. Like, I'm in my office, like, I'm ready to roll. Okay. But he comes first. God comes first. He comes second. My business comes third. And it should be like that. And if you're stressed out, I don't plan my post out, but I just know that waking up a half an hour earlier and staying up later, that's what works for me. It doesn't work for everyone, but it motivates me because I know that the late nights, they pay off for me.
Oh, I love that. Like, time management has been a big thing, but I will say, like, since coming home, I've had a little bit more trouble with it. So like, it's definitely something that I personally need to get back into. But I was going to add something to what you said about, being passionate in your posts, especially with like product posts and things like that. When I went Double Diamond and I signed 73 loyal customers, I had shared my personal results. And I know that you have your own personal results too. Like, wouldn't you say that, like, if you do have your personal results, like people come to you almost because they know how much you love the product. They see how passionate you are. They see what it's done for you. I just wanted to highlight that really quickly because I feel like it's so important to get product in your hand.
It seals the deal every time. When someone comes to me for weight loss, I'm like, girl, I've lost 15 pounds in 2 months. Like, let's get you started right now.
I agree. I agree with that. Okay, so moving on to distributors. Like, I know that you're really big on forming relationships. I love, love, love that. And like, I try to do the same thing. But like, what would you say seals the deal with distributors? Like, what is your not through the motions, but like, what steps do you go through a distributor? I know it depends on the situation, but when you're trying to seal the deal with the distributor and have her on your team or have him on your team, like, what is it that you do?
Okay, 3 things. I probably talk to someone on an average of 3 to 6 months before I enroll them. Very little do they enroll within that same week of talking to them. So consistently following up, and I learned this from Cassie Nero, always, always, always bringing the why into the follow-up. I never message someone like, hey girl, I have 3 spots left on my Ruby team and I want you to be one. Are you ready? No, that doesn't make anyone feel anything. So I bring their why into the follow-up. So it's something like, hey Sarah, I know you said, you want to take stress off your husband and bring in $300 a month. Are you ready to hold my hand and let me show you how to do that? Or, hey, Brittany, like, girl, let me help you pay off that medical debt. You deserve it. I want to help you get ahead of the minimum payments. Like, you have to make that message, make people have an emotional connection with that. So, oh, I have 3 spots on my Ruby team. That doesn't make anyone feel anything. They don't know what a Ruby team is, okay? So be very personable with the follow-ups or it's a waste of time. So, and the third thing is voice messaging. I hate texting. Literally, like, it's the worst thing in the world. I hate texting. So I always try to, if I'm talking to them through Instagram, I want to get them on Facebook because I can voice message them on Messenger. And then I want to talk to them on the iPhone so I can voice message them. Because a lot of people, like, it's 2017, they don't want to talk on the phone. So I'm like voice message all day long. And I'm very, very confident. So when people come to me and they're, whether it's the I don't have money excuse, I'm not a salesperson, I don't have time, or, is it a scam? Like, I come at all those with confidence. I'm like, girl, like, do you know what a pyramid scheme is? Or you don't have time? Great. Neither did I, because I had a newborn and I was working 40 hours a week. I'm broke. Guess what? I borrowed it from my mom. I'm shy. Guess what? I'm an introvert, but my family deserved more. So I hustled and I got us here. So I always am just confident. I want them to know that I'm going to be here for them and that, like, I'm going to get you there. Like, you got to, like, be their best friend. I talk to them like they're right next to me on the couch. I don't treat them like a robot. I don't send them copy them. I never text, oh, it's $99 to get started. I used to. I don't do that anymore. So I always try to, like, I want them to hear my voice and hear my passion. So I literally send, like, 3-minute long voice messages if I have to, because it's worth it. And they, like, how cool would it be if you, were to message like a company, like let's say Sephora, and you were asking a question about a lipstick on their website and someone voice messaged you back and they were telling you about the lipstick, you would be like, holy crap, that's so cool. So, that seals the deal for me. Those 3 things. It takes an average 3 to 6 months, be personable in the follow-ups, and voice message and get to know them. Be yourself.
I love, love, love that. Voice messaging totally changed my business, and I was really, really scared. I remember as a Ruby and as an Emerald to voice message people. I thought people were going to, like, make fun of me or something. I don't know. I was just scared of it. And, it really did change my business. It was like people opened up to you more, or they, understood about what you were saying a little bit more. And she's totally right. It does help seal the deal so much. So this question is, like, really, really important. And I feel like every single distributor goes through this. Like, if you don't see fast success, like, I feel like every single distributor is thinking this at some point. And the question is, like, what is your biggest piece of advice to someone who is in this business and maybe they're 3 months in or 4 months in or maybe even 5 or 6 months in, and they feel like people aren't responding to them, or they're not getting any loyal customers, they're not getting any distributors, and they're thinking this is not for me. So what is your piece of advice for them? Like, because so many people feel so discouraged.
What keeps you awake at night? Honestly, what keeps you awake? Me, you have to, I could cry right now because you guys, you don't understand what you have your hands on. You have to understand, like, a book And a YouTube video is not going to get you to the next level. It's not going to take you to executive. What's going to get there is by you asking people, I used to hand out my Blitz cards when I was using my WIC checks. I didn't care. I remember being at Marsh saying, the lady, I was like, listen, this is going to sound crazy, but I just found this new company and it really focuses on getting their distributors out of debt. Can I give you my card? I didn't care what people thought about me. Okay. You got to have grit. You have to be able to take the no's. Okay, I get ignored. I've been told no. I've never had anyone directly be mean to me in a message, and I think it's just because I'm not spammy. But if you honestly feel like you're not getting anywhere, I want you to ask yourself, and we've all been through it, like, what the F am I doing every day? Like, adding 3 people and sending out 2 messages is not going to get you anywhere. Now, I'm not saying you got to message 100 people today. Don't be overwhelmed by that. I'm just saying you got to grow a network, okay? And the people that I'm signing now, they weren't my Facebook friends a year ago. So social media is huge. When you learn how to be persistent with it and use it the right way, you're going to grow a team. And imagine just signing one distributor in Italy who grows a diamond team. You're making residual income on a global team. So take the pressure off yourself, breathe, focus, quit comparing yourselves to everyone, okay? I could easily get caught up in the comparing game. There's people who come in and go presidential in 8 months. I'm still working on triple diamond, okay? Stop, okay? Comparison is the thief of joy. And you're going to go through people who quit on you. You're going to, you're going to have it all. But you have to understand, like, at the end of the day, when you go to sleep, what keeps you up, okay? And to me, it's staring at this debt. It's staring at these goals. It's staring at all of my girls and their goals. Like, that's what pushes me. My girls who want to buy homes and become full-time families and pay off their student loans. Like, and that's what gets my juices flowing, like helping these other people. And you have to be able to, you have to be able to lead a team, and you're not going to do that if your mind's not growing. And what I mean by that is, like, your income's not going to grow any more than your mind. So I'm constantly just, Alyssa Bilyeu, that girl inspires so much, not because she's a millionaire, because of how much she grows herself. She's always reading, she's always learning, and she's using that into her business. And it's just, I feel like I'm getting a little off topic, but you really just have to have a clear vision for yourself. Like, to me, like, if I have a ruby leg quit, like, I don't care, like, bye. You're not taking me to ambassador. You're not taking me to that next level, and you don't have what it takes. So, when people don't believe in you, people are going to laugh at you. Like, you're going to go through it, you guys. And I always tell my girls, it's like, when you get on an airplane, like, they tell you, put on your seatbelt, you're going to experience turbulence. Okay, well, in this, put on your psychological seatbelt. You're going to experience no's. You're going to experience naysayers. You're going to experience doubting yourself, questioning yourself. But you have to know that what you have your hands on, you guys, you're in complete control of your financial future. And I tell my girls, I'm like, listen, this is going to play out 2 ways. You're going to say, oh, I gave it 6 months and, it just wasn't my thing. Or you're going to be someone's diamond to their double diamond leg. You're going to be someone's triple diamond to their presidential diamond team. If you do not give up, it's just consistency, guys. If I would have gave up, like right after I went diamond, I had a diamond quit under me. Could I have gave up? Yeah, but I kept going. I didn't care. It's just, I'm sorry. I get like worked up about this. It's just so.
No, I love it. I love all of it.
You're so worthy of it, and you question yourself and you doubt yourself, and you're like, God, I can never enroll 70 loyal customers like Autumn. Why not? You're not, because you're telling yourself that. Okay. Rachel Jones, she used to average 3 to 4 loyals a month, and now she averages 20 plus loyals a month because she switched up her game. She switched up what she was doing. Get it out of your mind that you can't be a mass enroller with loyals, or that you can't get to Ruby, because if your mind's blocking you, you're going to have those roadblocks, because you know what? God's on your side and he lives within you. And I hope that I don't offend anyone, but I'm telling you, like, he's going to take you that next level. Like, he's going to get you there, but he's not going to give you a diamond pay if you're working like a Ruby. He's not going to give you a diamond team if you're going to quit on them. So get over yourself, get over what people are going to say about you, because I promise you, like, that first day that you're able to pay off that big credit card balance, or the first day that one of your girls, like, I remember one of my girls texted me and she's like, my work just called me to come back on maternity leave and I don't have to go. And it's like, boom, like, I did that. I said yes, and it got her to say yes. Your vision's got to be bigger than 2 to 3 months, Like my sister, she owns a boutique, okay? So every single day she posts her new arrivals. What if someone doesn't come buy her new arrivals? She's back in there at 10 a.m. the next day. She's got a bigger vision than who's going to buy from me today? Who's going to buy from me tomorrow? She has a vision to open multiple stores, okay? Your vision's got to be bigger than right now. Your vision's got to be, where are you going to be in 5 years? Because this business is going to have thousands and thousands and thousands of ambassadors. Autumn's going to be an ambassador. And I'm telling you right now, every single person on here could be a diamond to her ambassador leg. But some of y'all you're not going to make it there. I don't want to say that, Autumn, don't get offended, but I'm saying, like, don't give up. Stop. Take it off the plate.
You know, there have been so many, and I tell my team this all the time, there have been so many times when I honestly have felt like quitting, like, felt like that is what I should have done. Like, at that time, I was just feeling so sorry for myself that at that moment in time, like, I felt like maybe I wasn't worthy for this. And, it honestly is so much mindset. I tell this story to my team because it honestly, like, gives me chills every single time I hear about it. But 5,000 GV away on the 25th before we were going double diamond. Y'all, it was not me who enrolled that many customers. It was God, and it was one decision that I was worthy. It was one decision that my team was worthy. It was one decision that, I had a bigger purpose ahead of me, and I knew that is the moment that God needed me to go double diamond. Like, that was just the plan that He had for me. And so I so agree with you about, just deciding and, knowing that you're worthy and having a bigger vision. That is literally everything that this business is about. Like, this business is not easy. I mean, it's simple, but it's not easy by any means. And so, like, I want to ask you about negativity, because I find so many people, they don't even mean to be negative, I feel like, but it eats them up. Like, it eats their mind up. So how do you, people who say, like, nobody wants the products from me, nobody wants to join my team. I know it's mindset, but, like, how do you keep away from the negativity, and how do you coach your team as a yellow leader, like, to steer away from negativity? How do you help them?
Yes, 3 things. Okay, if no one wants the products, like, how am I enrolling customers every month? Because I'm fighting people. You're talking to the wrong people. You're not posting enough. You're not reaching out enough. You're not doing what it takes. People out there want what we have. We have health and wellness products. I guarantee your neighbors are buying supplements from GNC. I guarantee your cousins are buying protein shakes from Walmart, okay? People are buying what we have, but we have a more premium product at a more affordable price, and I'm confident when I talk to people. Like, when I'm at the hair salon getting my eyebrows done, and I hear girls talking about hair, like, I literally was there, and they were talking about, like, biotin doesn't work. I was like, hello, like, like, I have a product that works. Can I leave my cards here? Here's my results. Like, you got to be confident in what you have. Number 2, that's so funny you asked me about dealing with negativity, because I have my book right in front of me. One of my biggest aha moments in this business, and I've shared this a lot, and I've probably shared it with you, but reading this, it's about a paragraph long. This is the book. I read this in 2014. It literally changed my life. It's called Go Pro by Eric Worre. He talks about how there's 3 different types of people in network marketing. There's amateurs who treat it like a lottery ticket. There's posers who, whatever. And then there's professionals. There's professionals who realize, listen, this is duplication. Imagine you, okay? I say I give myself power hours. Imagine having a team of 400 under you who give themselves power hours. That's 400 of hours of work that you didn't have to do, okay? It's duplication. Duplication is what this business is, okay? So this is one of my favorite aha moments that I've ever read about dealing with negativity, and I want you to listen. And some of you all probably have heard it or seen me post it, but I really want you to soak this in. It's called The Catch to Network Marketing. This all sounds great, and it is, but here's the catch that most people won't tell you. You must accept a temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. That means for a while, people still living and trying to function in the old system will think less of you. They won't understand. They'll think you're crazy for being involved in network marketing. And actually, the word accept isn't completely accurate. You need to do more than that. You need to embrace the temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. You are seeing the future before it becomes apparent to anyone else. You are the smart one. You are the person taking action to live a better life. Like, that right there gives me chills, because it reminds me that, listen, we're so brainwashed to live in a world where, we go to school and get put in $50K in debt when we're 20 years old, work 40 hours a week for 40 years, retire on 40% of my income. Like, I'm sorry, but if I would have listened to all the people who said get a real job, I'd be making $28,000 a year and my son would be in daycare. That's probably how much daycare averages after you pay it for a full year. You're worth more than that, okay? You're worth more than what your salary says you're worth. This business, do not let 40 grand a year hold you back from 40 grand a month, because I promise you, you can get there. You will get there, and what's going to block you? The only thing that's going to block you is this, your mind. What do you tell it every day? Every single day, I tell myself what I want to be. I like have a song that I'm like, I'm a triple diamond. I am debt free. I tell myself that every single day because I want my mind to believe it. Okay, the devil's going to try to creep in your mind and say, girl, what are you doing? Like, you can't get there. You're not going to do that. You're not going to roll out distributor tomorrow. You're going to say, hell yes, I am. Like, bye. Like, I got this. So get over yourself. Get over what people are going to say about you, because having mental, like, the best mental freedom you can have as an adult and in this business is not caring what people think. Promise you.
It took me so long. I mean, it took me so long, and still, like, I still battle with it. You know, I'm only 9 months into this business, and I still battle with it. And it was the best decision. I think it was like right after I went Emerald, and like I had to make a decision. I was like, you know, am I really going to do this or I'm not? Because like we were planning to quit our jobs. Like we were going to say bye. You know, like we were not about. I mean, in our lives, we were just so sick of going through the motions, like so sick, and we were like looking for a life that, you know, we could work when we wanted to work. I mean, my husband, I remember literally sitting down with him looking for jobs, and like his requirements for a job literally cracked me up. It was like having your own hours, you know, getting, you know, this amount of pay, you know, having vacation, you know, having great health insurance. And I was like, Hunter, are you like living in the real world? Like, you know, we can't get that like with corporate America, especially. And he has a great degree. Here's the thing. He got a full ride, but he has a great degree, a probably $200,000 degree if he would have had to pay for it. And it just blows my mind. You know, we could not have what we have right now without network marketing. And I had no idea what was sitting right in front of my face. And I almost let a group of girls and my mother, I might add, take away from me this opportunity. What they thought literally ate at me for days before I joined. I watched my upline for a whole year. The fact that you have already said yes to this opportunity, you guys, you have already made the first step into this business. Like, you have to keep pushing. You have to get over the bumps in the road. There have been plenty for me, and I've, you know, cried and, I mean, felt sorry for myself multiple times. But you have, like she's saying, like, we have no idea like what is in front of us. You've got to get that idea that we are so blessed to have this opportunity and to be able to, you know, make our own hours and decide, write our own checks. You know, it's just absolutely incredible to me. And oh goodness, you're gonna make me cry, Katie. I mean, you are just so inspiring. I know everybody feels the same way, but you know, most of my team is yellow, and we did this poll the other day, and I'm super, super red, like super red, and I have trouble sometimes, like, guiding them and, you know, leading them. So I have a lot of leaders on here, emerging leaders, and I just want to know, like, how is it that you lead your team? How is it that you set standards for them for success? And, you know, do you like, you know, reach in and like check in with them every day? I'm just curious to see what your, you know, schedule is with that.
Okay, let's talk about three things, and we'll end it with the third thing. Number one, group chats save my life. I have a newbie to Ruby chat, and I told you I have a future diamonds chat. So my newbie to Ruby chat, that's my girls who are new. They've been in for a couple months. It's overwhelming to try to like, you know, reach out to all your distributors individually. So I learned this from Susan Wade. I really encourage, you know, if you have a team of one person or two or 5 or 10, get them in a group chat. Okay, motivate each other, push each other, congratulate each other's success. Small victories matter. Like, if, you know, one of my girls on here, Janice, like when she got her first 4 lows, I was like, girl, like, you go share some tips on how you did that. You know, I congratulate them through the small victories. And then I have a future diamonds chat. And that's like a lot more close and personable. We've all got to know each other in there. But I have guidelines. Like, if you go 90 days with no enrollments, you can't be in that chat. Like, I love you and I love you to death and you're worthy of this, but I can't have my team, my emerging leaders coming in here looking up to you when you haven't enrolled a distributor in 90 days, you know, like, especially if you're an emerging emerald. So, and I do it out of love. Like, it's so hard for me to be real with people, but I'm like, listen, this is how it is. And I love you. And I hope you respect my opinion. But, you know, you have to understand this is a business point of view. So group chats. Secondly, you got to love your team. You got to lead them with love. They don't look up to someone who's bossy, someone who gives them rules. You got to show them what you're doing. When Tiffany's enrolling customers, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm inspired to enroll customers. You got to lead by example. You got to try to fill out your steps to success. If, you're going to have months where you sign one distributor and 10 loyals. You're going to have months where you sign where it's not always balanced and filled out. But as long as you're trying your best to fill that out, you're going to inspire your team. And number 3, like you guys, I think that when people join this, they get excited and they're in this little bubble, and it's like people are going to come at you and attack your bubble. Okay. You're going to experience a lot of adversity, but you really have to understand, y'all, like, I want to tell you something right now, okay? Network marketing has been around since the 1920s. And what's so crazy is that I have 3 girls on my timeline right now. They all live in, all over the world. But 3 girls on my timeline who were in the very first network marketing company that started in the 20s, and they're making 6-figure incomes. If that does not show you that It Works is going to be around for generations and generations and generations, like, wake up, okay? So, like you look at companies like Herbalife, Mary Kay, like we're about to open in Asia in 2018. We're going to open in Mexico one day. It Works was just ranked number 33 best direct selling companies. We're going to be a top 5 company one day. Where are you going to be when we're top 5? Where are you going to be when we open in Mexico? Where are you going to be when we're open in Asia? Are you going to be someone who says, oh, I was a Ruby who quit? Are you going to be an ambassador diamond? Like, where are you going to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, this business, like I said, like, look at Herbalife. Millions and millions and millions and millions of reps. Same thing with Mary Kay. I see so many old ladies driving around in pink Cadillacs because you know what? They were out there hustling and doing facials and product parties back in the 90s and the 2000s because they built residual income for years and generations. You can do this whole business through social media if you learn social media. Don't be lazy with it. Go full force with this. It's so funny that, if you're at a corporate America job and your boss comes in and he says, Autumn, if you go hard for the next 6 months and you come in early, you stay late, you don't take lunches, you are here grinding the whole time, I'm going to pay you a $10,000 bonus. Dude, you'd be there. Like, you would not eat lunch. You would stay after, you would stay late. But in this business, Mark Pentecost is straight up saying, like, me and Autumn, these bonuses are real. We both earned them, okay? We don't think it's possible. We're scared. We're our own bosses, so we're lazy with our business. You guys, it just blows my mind that, like, if you truly knew the power of residual income and duplication, when Tiffany Herr signed up with Skylar Lambert, Skylar went from double to prez in 2 months because she found Tiffany. Okay. She didn't really have any rock stars. And now she has, like, she found Tiffany and she went presidential in 2 months. Your next rock star's out there, but you're not going to find them if you're not trying to become a rock star yourself. So one of my favorite books I recommend, Beach Money by Dylan Adler. Okay. Listen to Dylan Adler on YouTube. I'm telling you, you will just fall in love with network marketing, and you'll be able to handle any kind of hate or negativity that comes your way because you're going to be so passionate about it.
I love that. And one of my favorite stories, I'm not exactly sure the names, but the story is it's a real story, obviously. This girl enrolled, she was a brand new distributor. She enrolled one of her people that were on her social media. And the girl that she enrolled, she got to Ruby or something and she quit, and one of the people that she enrolled got all the way to triple diamond. Mm-hmm. And the person that enrolled the girl who quit got to see that person's name who quit pop up every single month with all of that GV. And it was like, what if she would have just held on? What if she would have just gotten through the no's? What if she would have just gotten through, like, the negativity? It's crazy. It's so crazy to think about. But
the same thing, like Lachelle's upline, I'm pretty sure she quit, and Lachelle's a presidential diamond. You know what I mean? Skylar Lambert's upline, she quit. That's 100 salary she's missing out on, $100,000 salary. I'm telling you, it's sad. I see people who've quit on my team who are bringing in $10,000 in sales, and it's like, sorry, it sucks for you, but you should have persevered.
It is so insane to see, and that's why it's just so important. I tell people to not try things one time. That's my big thing on my team. Like, stop trying things one time. Like, I signed a girl the other day, and I'd followed up with her 21 times, and I've only been in the business for about 9 months, and it was just crazy to me. Like I did not give up on her because I knew that one day she was going to join. And even though she didn't respond, she didn't like any of my pictures. I had never seen her. Like multiple times I wanted to unfriend her because it pissed me off so bad that she wasn't responding. But I kept on every single week, kept on, and she finally joined. So like it's so important to just trust yourself, trust your business. But Katie, I just want to thank you so much for joining. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. But we're so thankful to have you on the Zoom, and like I feel like I have chills right now. We so needed this, and I feel like every single person on here, showing up is the first step. So I'm just proud of everybody who jumped on here and listened for this whole hour. It's going to really help your business. So
Great. Thank you so much. Just if I can end on one thing, don't give up on yourself. You're so worthy of every goal you want to accomplish. And it's just don't give up. I promise you, persevere through the hard times, persevere through what your mind's going to tell you, the adversity you're going to face. And the day that you cross something off your dream board, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't give up and I'm able to do this. So keep going.
One more person has a question. How long should you wait to follow up if somebody has said no?
If they tell me no, I don't follow back up. If they're not interested, they're not interested. Now, if they ignore me, that's different. But if someone says no, I'm not interested, I'm not going to follow up with them. Like, what if I told someone, no, I don't want your face mask, and they kept messaging me? That's tacky. Now, if I ignore them, they're going to follow up with me, but, and no isn't, you know what I mean? Don't you think that's kind of tacky if someone tells you no?
When somebody tells me no, like I just don't do anything. I let them watch me, and normally they come back to me.
Yeah.
So
I follow up if I get ignored, which is a lot, but I don't follow up when I hear a no because that's unprofessional. I wouldn't want someone to do that to me.
Okay. I think that every single thing that you said was absolute gold. We are so thankful to be speaking to you tonight, and you're just so inspirational. So I'm so happy.
Love you. I hope everyone loved this. So thank you for having me. I'll send you the recording tomorrow once I upload it to YouTube.
Of course. Bye.